Welcome back, survivors. I'm SurvivalVis, and we return to Carnivores 2+. So, last week we did... I think it was the... No, it wasn't the bunker, it was... Or was it the bunker? Oh, I'm trying to remember. Yes, it was the bunker. So we'd seen most, if not all, of Object 02, or 012, or 0, or 12, blah. We basically saw all of that map. Now we're going to move forward to Vengar Fjord with Parasaur, Allosaur, Velociraptor, and I believe I was going for the mix of our most reliable weapons, which were the shotgun and the rifle. And I also did get a comment that the sniper rifle, it does have a little bit of a issue that the, actually was present in the mod Carnivores Far North for that sniper rifle. So it's basically one of the things, you either take it completely on its own and can use it there, or you have to use up all the ammo and every other weapon, and then it'll be like your final firearm you can use. So I'll probably take the sniper rifle all on its own for a few hunts when I get up there with points, but considering the roster of weapons we have, I think it'll be a little while before we'll be into that territory for it. Because usually the sniper rifle is kind of like your end game, finishing off the hunt or the mod in a way, because everything gets much easier to handle. But yeah, for now we'll do Velociraptor, Allosaurus, Parasaur, double up our ammo, just make sure we're okay there, and I think we're ready to, well, let me read first. Lush pockets of vegetation and thousands of inlands cover this area. A beautiful but treacherous piece of land includes an ancient volcano. Be careful when wandering the virtual maze of water and mountains created by glaciers millions of years ago. Intermediate difficulty. So it sounds like Vengar Fjords is going to be a very interesting map to hunt on. Everything's looking good, so we will hop in and get to a brand new hunt. Okay, so we're all loaded in here now. We'll just get the shotgun to start to make sure the surroundings are okay and we're not in immediate danger. I just thought I heard, okay, no, it does look like I'm okay here. So let's look at... Oh, wow. Okay, now this is a very impressive and good-looking map to hunt on. So it looks like there's going to be a few points of interest. We've got... I guess this is kind of like a few valleys in that for water over this way to, like, the southeast-ish. The ancient volcano, I'm guessing, is the big centerpiece of the map there, just in the eastern half. But way up north looks like that's... I'm not used to the ambient sounds. That was definitely a different one from what we've been hearing so far. Way up north is definitely something of interest. I don't know what that... Almost maybe like a crashed ship or something. Because it looks like a crater impact with... Kind of reminds me of the triangle UFOs that you can kind of hear people sighting. Yeah, this is a very, very different map than anything I've seen so far. Do want to be a bit careful on it, because again, it is fairly treacherous with how, like, very up and down, bumpy, all kinds of different elevations to it. And this is going to be an interesting map for sure to be on. But it feels really alive and vibrant and lush, which I do enjoy a lot. And it does look like there's not really... there's a little bit of stuff like popping in and out here and there. Yeah, lord, this place has more sounds than I think I've heard on any other map in a long time. So I'm not even sure if I'm ready to do calls yet, just because I'm like still trying to get my bearings a little bit. There is this here. I wonder, does this actually drop down, or are these just like ridges? Oh, no, it does actually drop down into an area. Oh, and we actually do have something in sight. Yeah, I really gotta stop trying to, like, be as accurate as I have been. Because apparently, if I just take random pot shots, they work. And they work well. So that's a Velociraptor already taken down. Oh god, there's so much I want to see. This is definitely going to be a lot of episodes done on Vengar Fjords. Because there's probably... Well, maybe just one around this area. There's the ancient volcano, whatever's to the east of the volcano. Old... Man, this is a great-looking map. And one thing that sometimes you run into with Carnivores, like the base games can at times, is there's almost, like, too little foliage for what you'd expect of an area. But here, this feels kind of, like, appropriate for, like, how much trees, plant life, etc. there is. So it's very cool just to be, like, on this style of map. And again, I'm very, very surprised at just the variety of ambient sounds, too. Like the little chittering that we're hearing. And, like, even stuff like that, that's pretty uncommon. And this feels very alive. Granted, I want to stay alive, so I'll have to be mindful of what's going on around us. I was going to try to get to the other side of these, like, tall peaks here. I don't really want to go running too much, because, well, I don't even know if there's anything that close, but it just feels like it shouldn't be something you rush around to. Just check out, like, the points of interest. This is a map where you can easily just enjoy walking around and sightseeing. You can do your little trot or whatever you will. Okay, so I don't know if I can actually get the other side of these, because it does look like there's, like, pools of water down here. Or through here. Yeah, this is definitely, I think, the Object 12 was a pretty good map for, like, atmosphere to the bunker and in the anomaly. But just overall design, I think I'm going to have to lean heavily to Vengar Fjords being my favorite of Carnivores 2 Plus so far. Yeah, this is basically like a tucked away, almost like a mountain spring in a way, isn't it? Because it's tucked away, it's not exactly like up in elevation, because you do have all the ridges around here, but yeah, I really like areas like this. Yeah, this is... Now, I don't know if you'd actually see many animals or, like, have huntable dinos around here, but well, this is great just to, like, walk around, take in. That's basically a good hike, really. And part of what hunting includes is hiking. But I will rush our way just out of here because, again, it's kid at Christmas time where there's so much to want to see and explore and discover. You just kind of want to get right into it and see it all. Okay, so judging from this, it looks like if we do get up onto this next hill, it should be relatively straight up towards the volcano. One thing it is a little difficult to, like, judge on, though, is, like, topography, elevation that we're dealing with. It's like, we can see the colors of, like, the ridges in that, but there's nothing really, like, lines to really help distinguish. Okay, again, I think that's just, like, ambience, so I need to find an area that's... Oh, maybe here? I'll have to go a little bit more along here, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about, where it doesn't look like there's much of a hill or ridge right beside us, but it's definitely blocking a little bit of our progress, so I think I'll have to go along and then turn upwards. If I do that, I think we should be alright. Yeah, a very wide mix of biomes here. It looks like, again, you're going to have wetlands all along the river system that kind of seems to flow in, or I don't know if it'd be the fjord system or not, though, because isn't fjord more of a, well, I mean, I guess it kind of goes to show I don't really know what I'm talking about all the time, but I thought fjord was more like a larger inland bay than like a full-fledged system, kind of like what we see here. I may be mistaken on that, though. Yeah, we've got a lot of places we can go through. There's kind of like the lowlands that we saw the Velociraptor just in. Sort of highland... I guess I'd call this highland forest area. Because comparatively, it is a little higher up than some other spots on the map. Ah. But yeah, I think if I can just get my way up towards the volcano, we'll get a chance to see what's all around there, and kind of curious what is to the east. I don't know if it's just going to be like another valley system where it's more kind of looks like scrubland, not really trees or that to it. Nope. You know what? I think I'm going to take another pot shot. Maybe I'll... See, I probably already ruined it because I didn't take the initial shot when I really like staying in those trees, doesn't it? Okay, spot shot didn't work that time, but it is probably going to keep going in the direction we're headed. So we can just walk and follow along its trail. Well, not really trail, because we don't... Carnivores, you do have tracking, but only after you've actually gotten hit off on an animal. That's kind of one of the parts it's weaker at. I don't exactly want to say fail, because, I mean, it does have some implementation of a tracking system. Although you don't seem to want to be going down... Oh, maybe it did finally go downhill. Okay. So it looks like this area to the east is some kind of, like, downslope valley or something down this way. Oh, wait, cacti? So does that mean this is going to be like a desert area? I don't know if the parasaur would have climbed back out the other side, or it might have actually even gone down into here. So let's go exploring. Let's see what we got here. If the cacti or anything go off of this, is actually going to be like a desert area more than I think the other valley was over to the west there. I'll send you scampering off. I don't know where the parasaur went to. But yeah, this has turned into like a small desert valley in a way. Man, great variety when it comes to again, just like the mix of environments and biomes. Okay, didn't hear another call from the parasaur, so I don't really know where it got off to or what direction it might have went after that missed shot I took. I gotta remember, I'm also trying to hunt in this episode too. I'm not just wandering around like a tourist trying to see what's all here. I've got to do a bit of hunting as well. And also falling into some pits. I wonder if that's just sand or that's almost like a quicksand thing. Oh, well. There we go. Again, I have to... The longer I spend trying to get the shot in, the worse I seem to be when it comes to actually taking it. But as soon as I try right off the bat, it seems to want to almost work, no problem. The less I try, the better I am. Now, maybe I gotta take that philosophy through all of life, and maybe that's the key to success. Don't really try, just do. But yeah, so there's the parasaur taken down here. Enjoying a bit of a snooze. What's that? Oh, another parasaur, so you know we can go after that. It is going to take us up north. And time-wise, actually not doing too bad. I should try going after more carnivores like the Allosaurus and the Velociraptors on the map so I can get those points up. I'm also not in too much of a rush because, again, I just am enjoying my time slowly going about. And then I do also want to let you guys know that there's going to be a new series starting after this episode this week on the 4th, or at 4 p.m. Eastern. Basically the same slot as my other second series, or second videos of a day. And it's going to be carnivore... It's kind of hard to describe. It's a mod. It is carnivores related, but it's not exactly a carnivores mod. Even though it is, in a way, a carnivores mod. It's hard to describe. My advice, if you enjoy carnivores, you might like what it is. And stick around until... Well, maybe not stick around, but I'll see you guys again at 4 p.m. today, and you guys can see what it is. I was quite surprised for how it went in. I'll get into all details about how things kind of lined up for it. I do admit it was a big slight on my part that I really thought well, I'm definitely never going to repeat again, but... Yeah, just go for it. When it comes to shooting carnivores, just go for it. You never know until you take it, I guess. But there's a slight on my part. I'll explain everything when it actually comes to that series, but I think you guys are going to enjoy it. It's quite a surprise, actually, and I really, really have enjoyed a little bit of testing I've done just to make sure I can record and everything for it. But there's that done. Okay, so we are getting closer to the... whatever that is. Oh, we're even into a bit of a different area here. Now that I think we're getting closer to, like, the water, we can see a lot more of, like, the elevation changes. Like, the slopes and levels of this area. God, the ambience still kind of throws me off a bit, because I'm so not used to all these smaller sounds and that. Okay, but there's water. Ooh, that's one thing. I'm really hoping that the game doesn't have an issue with it. I don't know if it's the Direct 3D for, like, the driver, or... Do you select video driver? I think it's called the video driver option. But there's Direct 3D and 3DFX Glide, and I've just found that I think Direct 3D, it does have more tendency to crash, like, say, going into water or stuff like that. But the ground doesn't exactly warp and morph as you walk, like how 3DFX Glide does. Yeah, still... Oh! Okay, I don't know... I think that's actually running away. Still want to be careful, because again, it was a Velociraptor. Oh, and an Allosaur. He's actually about where I want to be for... Okay, so I'm going to try to keep myself completely above water, because I think that'd be the best way to minimize the chance of a potential crash. It always seems to be once I dip below the water line, there's more chance that the game, like, has a freeze and it crashes on me. Although trying to get him might be a bit difficult. I'm actually... Ooh, looking across, I don't know... I guess maybe I should have went to that point and then across there. Okay, yeah, just stay up like this and we should be fine to cross. I also don't know how far that Allosaurus went, so maybe I'll even try going around here, so that way... There's a chance it'll come after me while I'm still in the water. I don't know if it'll actually have any luck, considering... I want to say it would float, but I don't know how the detection is for, like, when you're in the water, and so are the dinosaurs. I know when it came to the Redux of Genesis, we had the Rexes, I think, kind of, like, swimming below... Well, not even swimming, but more like walking on the bottom below us. And shoot, okay, I'm not going to be able to get up from this spot. Because I saw the Velociraptor over to the other side there, I'm kind of worried about both angles here. Or basically could get attacked from either side. Probably being a little overly paranoid, but I've come this far. We are so close according to the map. It'd be a shame not to make it there. And I think if I get up here, I can then get onto that and then up that way. And hopefully I'm good enough shot with the shotgun as I am the rifle. And we can just pop this Allosaurus quick and... Actually, that'd be the entire hunt roster that we picked for this hunt. Okay, so we did see the Allosaurus right around here. I kind of want... I'm not sure if I should try calling in or just keep going. Okay, I'm just going to try to keep going for now. Okay, this is kind of eerie. I thought I would have seen it somewhere. But, that's not the case, is it? I don't know where that Allosaurus got off to. Okay, let me take a quick check of the map. So it almost looks like there's like a corridor of like ridges. And I do apologize for like some of the spinning or that. You can tell I'm a little bit more cautious when it's coming to this. It's been quite a hike. It's not been like the most amount of points. I'm not even worried about losing the points. It's more, I've come this far, I'd really like to try to get in to see what this is before we end this episode off. Yeah, I have no idea where that Allosaurus went off to. The only thing I can think of is maybe it picked me up and it ran off in a direction or something. Okay, so here we go. I think this is the... Oh, maybe not. It says... Okay, that's kind of reading like I might be a little bit north of it, but no, this seems definitely carved as is. So I don't know if we'll actually encounter anything in this area. Getting scared by plant life now. I don't know if we'll encounter anything as we're like walking along this pretty narrow area here, but... No. This is like a cave of sorts. Yeah, there are a few times in a few different mods where they've tried doing this, where it's like, I think it's placing like rocks or things like that over an area. Okay. This is quite a bit different. So there's supposedly... Oh. Oh, so that triangle is actually more like a pool of water. Oh, that's about all there is to this little thing. Like I say, the way I saw it, it was almost like a crash site. Like, from the map, there's almost like this drag line in, and it came to a stop, this triangle sort of shape, but it appears to be basically like just a tucked away little underground pool. Still a very neat, like, map design thing. I guess I just got a little eager after seeing Object 12 and, like, the bunker and everything that might have been a bit different or more. Still quite interesting. And maybe I'll just go quickly to the south with the shotgun out. Maybe we'll find the Allosaurus quickly and try to get him down. Now we did get a reply from one, so we might be able to try ending this off with getting one of every animal we picked. Ooh, there is also a pair right... You know what, I'm going to... Time-wise, I think I only have time for this Allosaurus. So let's try to focus on that. Well, okay, down this way. So might just be over this ridge here. Gallimimus. It's actually farther off than I thought. Might even be... Okay, I wanted to get the Allosaur, but I think it might even be like on the other side of this mountain here. Oh! There we go. Yeah, we'll just get the one, and that'll be enough to head back to the menu. Like I say, not too much, definitely more sightseeing. Okay, so we're back in the map here, and Vengar Fjords, very eager to keep on it and just explore more. I might even switch up and go for the Chasmosaurus, and oh, I could even do that as a little bit of a change, just to flush out a little bit more of the roster and see more of the map, but fantastically designed map. That is a very, very good map just to go on to feel like you're really hunting on a lush, vibrant world. Very well done, and yeah, looking very forward to more time on there. But thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of Carnivores 2 Plus. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give us a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave in comments right down below. Also, be sure to check into the other video coming out later today, because, again, it's another Carnivores-related one. I think you guys will probably enjoy it, and yeah, a lot to talk about and see with that. But until I do see you in the next video or episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.